It's day 8 of the Breda murder trial at the Western Cape High Court. Just to catch you up on this morning's sessions prior to lunch, Marsha Rousseau, the security manager at De Zalze, on the witness stand, and the defence cross-examining her, Advocate Breda, showing CCTV footage which essentially proved that a number of vehicles entered and exited the estate and weren't logged. This is in spite of the security guard's initial statement that it was a quiet night after 11 p.m. and that no vehicles entered or exited the estate. Breda then moved on to infrared security footage of Spear and the adjacent wine estate, showing a number, of security flaws. What looked like a buck on one side of the fence, and then on the other, his argument that if this is the same animal, why it didn't trigger the alarm. This was then followed by footage in 2013 of a man armed with a panga who tried to gain access. He was eventually caught by security. He brought up the fact that 191 crimes reported between 2002 and 2012. Of that, only 35 suspects had been identified. That's less than 19%. Again, he's trying to sort of emphasize that there really are flaws in the security system. In 2014, there were also, which Rousseau was aware of, a burglary near Goske Street while the homeowners were there. In the afternoon session on day 8, paramedic Christian Kuchlenberg took the witness stand. He said that he'd been working for the Stellenbosch EMS for 39 years in 2015. On the morning of the 27th of January 2015, he responded to an emergency call of a serious assault. He was met outside the property at 12 Goske Street by police. He said he also observed Henry sitting outside with his dog, or with a dog. He was escorted inside the property where he tended to the first two victims on the landing, that being Marley and Teresa, while his colleague tended to the other two victims, that being Rudy and Martin, his colleague then indicating that those two victims had deceased. He noticed that Marley was still alive and he went to get his equipment. He said he put her on a drip, carried her downstairs and then took her to the Stellenbosch Mediclinic. He was cross-examined then by the state, who asked him about the bloody footprints on the stairs, and he said that that was from the paramedics tending to the victims. He also said that it was the worst scene he'd come across in his 39 years, and that when he moved Teresa's body, the blood flowed down the stairs like a waterfall. So some very disturbing details coming from his testimony. He did not treat Henry, and he is also not sure where the dog came from. So that's what came out of this afternoon session. Court is adjourned for the day. It will resume on Wednesday morning at 10 a.m.